has 4 points. And Staekk has 0. Like I said, this is Moyuma's first race. We're looking to get some points right away here. We get our seeds entered in on both racers. Waiting for them to ready up in Discord. Start that 10-second timer and we'll get going. I believe this is the only race of the day. We can check out the schedule here. But let's get to the race. Our racers are off. Going through 1-1 here. Looking for their chest or locked shop. Or just the exit. Whichever comes first. Kind of an ugly bat room here near the exit, kind of slowing both of our racers up a little bit, but Staekk is done first and down to 1-2. Moyuma closely behind. Looks like a dragon stomping somewhere on Staekk's side. There it is, near the shop here. It's an okay shop. It has armor and some lead boots. Looks like Staekk's gonna spend the time and have the dragon scare Mr. Doused out of that room. Get those items for free. Moyuma has killed the dragon though and is going to be setting up that leprechaun kill. Ooh, but gets dunked, gets chased into a corner by some ghosts there. So an unfortunate no leprechaun kill for Moyuma. Leprechaun feeling strong after that St. Paddy's Day. And Staekk has successfully stolen from that shop, getting that quartz armor and lead boot combo. But Moyuma's already down a trapdoor into the Zone 1 mosh pit. It's going to be a death metal fight. Handling this mosh pit just fine, even with that red bat coming in, cause a nuisance. But death metal is one of the more difficult enemies on Zone 1, but Moyuma pulling off a really good bomb strat right away there, taking death metal down to 2 hearts and the dagger throw for the flawless victory. Staekk checking the 1-3 shop, finds a bomb spell in a purple chest and some cheese, and Moyuma finding a obsidian flail in the black chest for death metal. So an interesting first weapon, but there is a axe on 2-1. Moyuma's going to keep the obsidian. We'll see if Staekk switches out for the axe. Staekk does have the opportunity to check the purple chest now, now that they've seen what's in the black, but I'm going to imagine Staekk's going to take the obsidian weapon as well, though. And he does. He goes for that flail. Moyuma finding a conjure shop's going to get some armor to go along with that flail. Both of the obsidian nature here. Moyuma's going back for some more, looking for a ring. It's the ring charisma, so going a full purple build here. And Moyuma's not going to check that crack wall or shop. Okay. Actually is. Thought better of it. Gonna go back, and it's a transmute shop. Gonna look for a better shovel here. Gonna skip it. Doesn't have any money. Here's a conjure for Staekk. Conjures up 2 rings, gets the Ring of Pain. Essentially just a 1 damage up on that flail. Can maybe knock an enemy that's attacking from behind, but that's all that's gonna do for you. And Staekk is gonna look for a better shovel here in the transmute shop, but does not have enough money. Finally does get it and gets the blood shovel. William already down to 2-3 though, bombing into the shop and finding a really nice shop here. Compass is always so cheap. It's nice. Compass, cookies, and heal spell. But once again, Moyuma does not have that much money, so can only afford the compass. And down to your Zone 2 boss, it's Coral Rift. Staekk into that shop as well. Only has enough money for the compass as well. Both our racers pushing really quickly through here, not gathering that those stacks of gold by the items. But Moyuma getting a flawless victory. Going to be checking, could be going for anything here. Checks the purple chest, finds the earth spell. I'm going to be rocking this flail in Zone 3. This is where the flail starts to become quite of a problem. You have to start thinking of where your position is before you attack, because the hot coals can cause lots of damage. And Ryblob's correct. It looks like Moyuma missed a grenade charm somewhere. So Staekk is starting to catch up here as well. Staekk with a superior build too. But both of our racers down to 3-3 at almost the same time. And with this compass, both of our racers will be pushing right for the boss immediately upon entering the floor. Moyuma taking out that blue dragon just as Staekk does, and we're down to the Zone 3 boss. That sync though. Got deep blues. And there's the early grenade kill for Staekk. Gonna go straight down the stairs, and finally Staekk is taking the lead. Moyuma getting the flawless victory with the earth kill. Is gonna be checking the purple chest here for a transmute tome. Transmuting their shovel for a pickaxe, and then that shovel for, what was that, a blood spear? We're not gonna take that. In Zone 4 is where the flail gets even more difficult. The Blade Masters make it super awkward. You have to line up right next to them, but Staekk having the pain advantage here can just line up anywhere they want, and the pain's gonna kill those Blade Masters, at least on 4-1 here. Advantage of the pain ring. Or Moyuma just has the straight base damage up on that strength ring. Both our racers on 4-2 now. Staekk about to find the mini boss for it. Shake also finding, or Staekk, the Staekk and Shake almost just found a lightweight as well in some gargoyles. Moyuma finding a bunch of hearts though in their 4-2 walkthrough. Looking to get off this goo and down into 4-3. But Staekk is completing 4-3 here, entering the mini boss room. It's got a mommy in it. And Staekk having those lead boots doesn't have to worry about goo, which is really nice. You can just keep going through that. And Staekk's down to your Zone 4 boss first. It's going to be King Kanga. Staekk with the blood shovel and grenades has many options to get him off the throne. Opts to use the grenade, save some health. Couple hits on Kanga, and we got the flawless victory. Staekk's going to go right down the stairs, happy with the build he has. And Moyuma's down to that King Kanga fight. Staekk looking for a trapdoor, does not find it, but is going to dig straight through these walls. Compass helping him out, telling him where the exit is, but Staekk was hoping to pop out right in the exit room, though. Had to take out some enemies in the hallway there. Moyuma with a flawless victory on Kanga. Gonna spend some time here and check the purple chest. Finds a pulse spell. We'll see if they can put that to use, but Staekk's already down to 5-2. And switched out for a golden axe. 2 damage golden axe with pain. It's not too shabby. Oh, Moyuma finding a really nice free spell there in the 5-1 shop. Is going to take that over the pulse and continue on to 5-1 mini boss room. But Staekk's already entering the 5-3 mini boss room, so putting up a nice little lead here in Zone 5. Is getting pushed back by a pair of electric mages, but does end up using a grenade to kill them both. We on to the Dead Ringer fight. Looks like we have a left side spawn, so we're gonna have to see some Axe Oblivion strats. Needs to drop a beat somewhere along the path here. Looks like they'll do it just with a shield spell. And gets the flawless victory down to that Necrodancer fight. And there's those pair of electric mages Moyuma's dealing with now. Took one electric ball hit, but has managed to get through it and is down into their own Necrodancer fight. With the flail, though, so we might see some... Oh, he does have, or they do have a earth spell, though, so we'll see some earth kills. Oh, missed it there. Gonna have to reset. Looks like we'll just run into the gong. Does manage to do it, down to the Necrodancer fight. But Staekk is already 5 hits in on the Necrodancer, looking to take this first victory of the match. There's the kill. And Staekk gets it. GG. Just as Moyuma gets onto stage 2 of that fight. Let's get a replay on Staekk's Axe Oblivion strat here. You see he uses a shield spell right there. That's how he drops the beat. So he lines up the Minotaur there for a nice quick kill. If you don't drop a beat with the axe, you'll end up hitting the Minotaur, and if you have enough damage on it, you could kill it, essentially screwing up your Oblivion strat. Or if you have the Ring of War, you push it backwards. This does not work. But we have our next seed in, we're ready for the next race, and we're off. Early trapdoor find for Moyuma going down to the 1-2 mosh pit. Staekk did find the red chest though on the floor. It's an Azar charm, so don't have to worry about any fair and balanced enemies teleporting right behind him or spawning right on top of him. Moyuma finding some bombs, just as Staekk does too, in this secret room on 1-2. And there's a black chest as well on 1-2. Staekk also opening a barrel, finding some cheese. It's a base broadsword, so not really the best of weapons. Might see Moyuma use it to kill the dragon here. Do a little bit quicker than just the dagger. But we'll be going back to that dagger. And down the trapdoor to 1-3. Staekk finding a locked shop here, though. This might be our first blood shop of the match. Oh my, it's a really good blood shop. And Moyuma's gonna miss it, too. Heavy plate and a golden cutlass isn't too shabby either. Staekk's gonna pick it all up. Some food as well, the drumstick, and Moyuma's at a very big disadvantage now. Moyuma did find some armor of their own though with the chainmail. That blood shop was ridiculously good. Both our racers on the first boss of this match or race. It's going to be Fortissimo. Moyuma does get the flawless victory. Going to be checking that black chest for some help here because Staekk is going to be able to push this build quite a bit. Moyuma finds the obsidian longsword, which is not bad. It's a nice safe weapon, and we'll be able to open some crates and barrels and what have you. Moyuma checking the shop here, finds some cheese. Going to pick that up for the health. And does not have enough money for the blood shovel. Is going to keep moving on after that. Staekk finding an arena here. Gonna grab a torch over a pulse spell, and I think that was a rifle. Yep, it was a rifle. Moyuma's gonna do the same thing. The torch is taking precedence over those other items because mapping in zone 3 is always difficult for pretty much almost any of our racers. And torch helps a little bit with deciding on what direction you need to go. And Staekk's gonna take the lead here, going down to 2-2 first. Finding some bombs on the way. Zone 2 is the zone you look for bombs in. You're gonna see the most bomb spawns there. And not gonna take the trapdoor, gonna explore. Oh, there's a crack wall right to the right here. Moyuma's gonna skip it and go down the trapdoor. It's a glass shop. Staekk is not interested in that with that heavy plate, and we'll be going down that trapdoor as well. The 2-3 shop is right next to a Shriner, and looks like both of our racers are gonna skip the Shriner, move on. Staekk's gonna go back to the Shriner and gonna blow it up. Probably pick up the Ring of Regen here. Might see what this Ring of Mystery is. Nope, just gonna pick up the Ring of Regen. Sometimes it's worth just touching that Ring of Mystery. You might see it's a Ring of Peace, and it's a really nice ring to have. But Staekk just gonna be comfortable with this super safe build. The Ring of Regen. Moyuma down to your Zone 2 boss first, though. It's Death Metal. Using that bomb strat again, this time with the Obsidian Longsword. And getting that flawless victory. Checking the purple chest this time, finds Pulse Scrolls, so we'll be looking for some trapdoors here in Zone 3. Staekk making sure not to get hit by some clones here on Death Metal before getting the flawless victory. He's going to skip the boss chests and keep moving through this floor. And here we're having some seed variants already. You noticed where Staekk's exit was over Moyuma's. And that's because Staekk blew up the Shriners, and that's actually a huge difference, unfortunately. Unless Moyuma's just on the floor ahead. Okay, never mind. Moyuma is on the floor ahead. Moyuma's down to the Zone 3 boss. It's going to be Core Riff. I was like, that is a very big difference in exits, but I was just mistaken on what floor Moyuma was on. Finishing up that Core Riff fight. Flawless victory. And Moyuma's going to be checking that purple chest again for some spells. Finds a Ring of Courage. That's not that bad of a pickup. It's going to be better than the Ring of Luck here. We'll start seeing Moyuma scooting over some enemies. Staekk taking out Core Riff as well, and on to 4-1. Courage with a longsword is one of the safer forms of courage. You're not scooting around that much, and you generally know which enemy you're attacking with them being in one of the cardinal directions, whereas like a cat or an axe, you're like it's a little more difficult to figure out what's going on, or a rapier. But Staekk is in the lead now, down to 4-2 first. And moving through pretty quick here. Getting surrounded a little bit by some ghoulims here, and then having to open up that black shot. Oh, Staekk is in a big problem here. Swarmed, has to eat the drumstick, and still at half health. Down to half a heart. Staekk needs to retreat, and Staekk is down. What we once thought was an invincible build. Staekk managing to get in quite a huge swarm there. Now Moyuma is going to be experiencing the same thing here. We'll see Moyuma back off a little bit, perhaps. And Moyuma manages it just fine. Let's get a replay on that Staekk death there. You can see his swarm. Look at this swarm. That black skeleton closet just did not work out well for him. Now Moyuma has the opportunity to take this race here. Just has to play a little bit safe. And you see Moyuma playing safe right now. Entered that mini boss room, realized they're in quite a big of a swarm, and just immediately backs out of it. Finding a food shop. Gonna be picking this up. And might be taking out these ghoulims one by one here before moving on. Now just gonna skip past those two boys. Killing that Banshee, and we'll be checking the shop as well. Ooh, Leprechaun even. Some heavy glass in there, a purple chest. Looks like Moyuma, okay. Yeah, gonna kill this boss, or the shopkeeper. Could have used the pulse scrolls, but going to use some bombs instead. Has enough to do that. And gonna switch to the heavy glass. I don't know if I do like this switch, but it's an alright switch. Chainmail's good enough armor the way it is, but heavy glass will allow 3 free hits without taking damage. We're gonna clean up this Deep Blues fight, your zone 4 boss, get a flawless victory, and check the purple chest again, looking for some type of permanent spell here, and not finding it, only tomes. And skip with the freeze tomes. And you'll see a lot of slow play from Moyuma now as well. We're going to be lining up, making sure we kill these enemies, checking the shops. And, okay, maybe not. But, should be relatively simple here. Staekk back in the Shriner, going to take out all these dragons again. Grab that Ring of Regen and keep moving. Using bombs to get through these zone 2 walls as quick as he can. Staekk looking to make a pushback. But Moyuma is on 5-3. Looking to wrap up the seed. Waiting for that Douse Ghost to come down. Very wise idea. We don't need to get into a swarm of enemies and then have Mr. Ghost Douse come in and get a dunk. Here's the mini boss room on 5-3. Kill that metronome. Same name as the group that both these racers are in, and we'll see a dead ringer fight from Moyuma. Gonna be a right side spawn, so easy left side scoots. Anytime you have the dead ringer spawn on the right side, it's actually a little faster, and I would argue safer to just do left side scoots than it would be lure strats. And now on to the Necrodancer fight. Moyuma not giving Dad the broadsword, gonna keep him on a dagger. Maybe have a little more control over Dorian as we move through this fight. Never mind, gonna pick up, oh yeah, actually gonna consciously stay on the dagger, so I wonder if Moyuma wants to be able to make sure that Dorian can move around more freely. But Staekk doing a really nice pushback here. Is in a 4-1 at 420. I think this is 4-1. Yeah, 4-1. And Moyuma gonna finish out this Necker Dancer fight with the glass bib. I mean, a little difficulty here trying to get this last hit here, but gonna make sure we kill this red dragon before moving on. Oop, second red Dargon. But there's the final hit. Moyuma gonna take this loot with the race time of 10:43. GG. This is what we were hoping for, a really good matchup between these two players. Let's see that swarm by Staekk again. So many enemies. And this could have been a disadvantage of the Obsidian Longsword too. Every time that Staekk takes a hit, he's back down to 1 damage output. We have our last seed of the match entered, and we'll get this underway. And we're going. Let's see who can take the final point of this match. Once again, these racers are racing for points. It's not like a best of 3. Each race that is won is considered 1 point to that racer in the round robin, and at the end of these 3 weeks, the 2 racers with the most points in that round robin will advance to the playoffs and the play-in playoffs, or whatever they are. Staekk finding a really nice shop here. Go Shopkeeper has some magic cheese in it. Staekk did kind of the wrong order of picking up items there, but it's fine. And the Blood Shop, I think, didn't have too much in it either. Moyuma kind of skipping stuff, but did find a Shrine of Blood for that Ring of Regen, which Staekk is getting as well. And I think Staekk's gonna check the Blood Shop as well. We can get another look at what's in there after killing this dragon. Trying to set up the gold kill here, but does just have to take out the dragon. A Blood Whip on the 1-3 black chest. There was a Obsidian Whip though in that Blood Shop, and Staekk is gonna take it. Getting that extra 3 damage or 2-3 damage with the Obsidian is kind of nice early on, zone 1, zone 2, so a whip's not that big of a problem. I like that pickup by Staekk. But Moyuma's gonna have an easier time on this Coral Rift fight, just being able to throw that dagger and use a bomb for a kill. And then checking that black chest, it's an Obsidian Spear, so not a great racing weapon, but a good pickup once again with that 3 damage potential. Staekk might check purple chest here to try to get some. Oh, checking red chest. Finds the glass torch, the brightest of the torches. You can see all the enemies on the map, on the mini map. But a problem with the glass torch is it aggroes enemies from a very far distance. Glass axe on 2-2. Yuma's gonna leave that behind for the safety of the Obsidian Spear. And Staekk's gonna pick it up. So Staekk with early risk here on the build, but a very strong weapon. Glass weapons and glass torch does not mix well. Something you see with the glass torch as well, since it's aggroing all these enemies, you see tons of ghasts and whites being spawned in. Moyuma finding a conjure shop. Oh, find some boots of leaping and the Squega suit. It looks like Staekk's gonna get the Squega suit, but switches out a weapon for a titanium crossbow. I'm really excited to see some crossbow play. You see how it has piercing, goes right through Death Metal's shield there. Moyuma getting the flawless victory, checking the purple chest, finds the fireball spell. Staekk has to check black chest, doesn't want to stay on this crossbow, but finds another whip. So gonna be on this crossbow through zone 3. And Moyuma having a nice advantage with those boots of leaping can make short work of these large levels. Ooh, finds a magic apple. Gonna get up to 4 hearts after we jump on these stairs. Purple chest on 3-3 for Moyuma. We might see what's inside of it. It's a ring of protection. We're gonna stay on the ring of regen here. And we're down to the zone 3 boss. It's Deep Blues. Could throw in fireball here, but actually that won't do enough damage, I don't think. Yeah, it would. But Moyuma's just gonna clean up the enemies here and get the flawless victory. Staekk with the crossbow again. Your crossbow Deep Blues strats. Oh, not familiar with those, so gets pawned. So no flawless victory for Staekk, but that's fine. I doubt Staekk. Actually, Staekk might have wanted to check the black chest here. Boss Shrine on 4-1. Moyuma's gonna skip it. I imagine we'll see Staekk pick that up. And a black chest as well. Ooh, it's an ice dagger. That's kind of a nice weapon too. No, Staekk's gonna skip the boss shrine. Gonna keep the crossbow through 4-1 here. Gets monkeyed into the shop, but it's nothing too great. Glass shop here on 4-2. Moyuma's gonna quick check it, but doesn't find anything they like. Gonna stay on this obsidian spear. Dragon barreling through this bat closet for Moyuma. Having to retreat a little bit because of the bat swarm, but does manage to take him out. Using a really nice fireball to take out a lot of enemies in that mini boss room and move down to 4-3. Staekk close behind. Actually making up quite a bit of time on that 4-2. Moyuma finding a armor charm in a crate here, but is going to leave it behind in hopes of going a little bit faster. Staekk and monkeyed as well again into that shop. Finds a big dig, so +1 damage on that crossbow. And Moyuma down to the zone 4 boss first. It's King Konga. Gonna be wearing these boots in. Using the pickaxe to take out the throne. Staekk's gonna have to be forced to use a bomb here. Oh, but getting a little screwed up with the crossbow. Wanted to go to the left, and this is a big mistake for Staekk. Oh my gosh, forgot about that pun. Going to lose some time here as Moyuma's already down to 5-1. Crossbow getting in the way. Good fireball by Moyuma. Take out that metronome and down to 5-2. But Staekk is recovering just fine here. Has Staekk getting in, caught in another swarm here. Has to back up a little bit. Staekk's getting in a big swarm here. Yeah, needed to get on that conduit to take out some enemies. And both Fire Racers taking on that Earth Dragon. And Moyuma's going to be down to 5-3 first. Finds a red chest on the way. It hits some ear muffins. We're going to get the +2 damage for a little bit anyway. Staekk's going to find those as well. Looking for that exit room. It looks like it's straight up here. Moyuma doing a little... Oh, Staekk just opened up all the enemies here. But is able to scoot past them while assassinating that mini-boss. Takes the leads in the Dead Ringer fight first. It's a right side spawn, so left side scoots again. The advantage here is Moyuma has those frog socks, though. Those are going to make a huge difference during the Necrodancer fight. So Moyuma's going to be trying to get through this fight, Dead Ringer fight as quick as we can. Get that flawless victory and down into the Necrodancer fight. This is going to be going down to lures here. Staekk bombing himself to make sure we get that stage done as quick as possible. Moyuma fumbling a little bit here with some throws, but is going to get that Necrodancer off the stage and really needs to hurry up here, turn on those frog socks and go, because Staekk is already on 2 hits. There's 1 hit for Moyuma, 2 hits. You can see the frog socks here really go to work. 3, oh, this is going to be really close. Actually, I think Staekk might get it here. Oh. Moyuma, get in the stairs! Oh my gosh. That might have to be reviewed. Moyuma has the faster in-game time of 8 minutes. Staekk with 8:01. Race time of 8:13. Like I said, both these racers in quite a different area of the world, so there might be a little delay between the two. So that's definitely going to have to be going to a replay. I'm not going to give a loot to either of the. Actually, I got to give it to Staekk because I saw him go down first, but that's definitely going to be a review. Excellent race by both of our racers here. Super excited to see how this one turns out for the win. All right, that's going to be it for the races altogether today.